Okay, abusua ma kwa ba strong so edeba Ghana politics avenue so abusua yembonra yensemu OSP kisi ejaben ni fake letter or the call presidency efa Kane Ofori Atta ne extradition no abusua empenfo ehu se ne letter na or the bar presidency no fake as ano omo are exposing the big time with 50.5 million scandal be a fan ho abusua empenfo ababe exposing the big time. Yes, I'm mred mom yan corner yen konkoti ensem bia course unsubscribe ya subscribe like na share ma afofron so ensa into me and kabi aha Ghana politics avenue so, and don't forget to click on the notification bell send any updates be able drop biano one so one sa ebe to me akabi madam ase.
Let's take our time and read the statement he put out today. Na menchiro bibia akwawe emanye dangerous. On say kiseja bion our media for be uti omoka omo on his side. They do his fucking bidding for him. Me expose you nyina. Our some media for be especially more Joy News. Those boys are on his payroll. And sa sameda akono oni ne lead side dwuma no. Any time bia kiseja ben ne tobeka edwamu no, those people on Joy News multimedia, they do the damage for him. And why sadie ne de nyiska. So we are not even asking about accountability. We are talking about $50.5 million. Afa kwa we nsem oni nipa mienu pe. As we sit here, this guy cannot come on TV and say, through my work, I have prosecuted this person. He is still amending cases in court. This idiot is still amending cases. Amending cases in 2025. From 2022, you are amending cases in 2025. What bodam? How is this even possible? You entered office in 2022. You are amending cases in 2025. Imagine, sa letter come Jubilee House no. Unim dian kobe. Sa letter we. Our come Jubilee House no. What he was going to do was that it would have been one of the biggest scandal NDC Ababe facing in their first term. Yeah. In this letter we a trap. They were cooking a scandal. And Kasade we chief of staff Bokeles and keep it letter for even 3 weeks, 1 month. And can be the biggest scandal. And can do obey. And Kobetchanya no releasing letter with their Joy News for. And then at the same time, Azuri Moyano, they coordinate with such people, and that's how they do their journalism. It's in Kuseja Bing, Obetchanya 2 months, 3 months. Anytime I end this Nibibetina TV, so I can say Kuseja Bing needs to be taken out of the office. He's not doing a job. Then he will leak the document to Azuri. He will leak the document to Joy News. So we'll be sitting there, but say, ging, breaking news. The special prosecutor, 3 months ago, basically sent a letter to the Jubilee House. We will be giving the details. Ging. Now the caption about is the Jubilee House protecting criminals. Number static. They will do a whole episode. Na ging breaking news. Good evening, welcome to Joy News. My name is Ivan Smensa. I have my colleagues here tonight. The breaking news is that the special prosecutor today, we have intercepted. Kevin tell us we cannot confirm because court action. But Omaka say we have intercepted the documents by the special prosecutor that was given to the chief of staff, and the chief of staff has decided not to release the rest. But Joy News, the fearless. Ivan Spencer, Nitisa Tabono. No, I bet on fearless Joy News. We have been able to intercept the documents. My scandals. So letter here about Attorney General, OSP, Jubilee House. Men are releasing in they are scared to mention my name. I will control the media. Next week, I'm bigger one than this. Nobody can stop it. Din. Kwasi afo. Omo Gucci men Vietnam suit to be breaking news. Today, the special prosecutor has spoken. We have intercepted a document. The chief of staff, Julius Debra, has kept a document that was supposed to be out to start the case for prosecution and repatriation and extradition. We'll be right back after this short break. kwasiafo near to we mu de hard boa work plan. We are check the same thing. Kwasasimo mu ya no. Na fuck boys no. Kofi your friend saying Kojo Yanks mo omo show atun chano patutu omo kan. We don't even understand. So what do you mean? Can you read the letter again? Can you read the third paragraph? So you mean the special prosecutor actually sent this to the Jubilee House 3 months ago? Back Jimmy thought, yeah, this is true. What can we do? You see, politicians are the same. And we have been saying there's nothing different from this Jubilee House and the first Jubilee House. This is quite astonishing. In fact, put it on the screen. Somewhere Jimmy. Where one of the Omni Jumabia, where almost somewhere Jimmy. No, so when you read the comment, you can see the letter. It looks like I'm even surprised. Why didn't the chief of staff take any? So I want to ask, but I think the chief of staff has been in cabinet meetings, right? Now I could say, oh yes, they meet. So he meets the president and briefs the president every day. Oh yes, we all know what happens. So you want to tell me the president doesn't know? Mahama nenimi Harry kwasiafo. Most of it, peace of a phone. Kwasiafo ko peno ba Peace 104.3 and that year as some SC. Then you know if Jubilee House you go see a special prosecutor and ya bodechi ya kade chinsam Ghana for atumoja show and into Sukoko actually and that year as some aba. Now the akotinya say and no pay and ebe to dwa FM4 from join us the krata bia beto dwa special prosecutor Mr. Kisi Ejabin sa na odensa ahye krata se e de Jubilee House na ekoka Mr. Julius Debransa amuamunim se see no on chief of staff no on na de bia on president trase edwundwene o man hu no let ekoka ne nsa June bosumi atoso eda etoso eduonu mienu let no ekire se special prosecutor no ensema oboard pele edigu krata so ni nyina de koma president se Ken Ofori Atta na oye sikahwesofo ema Ghana ne ho nsem bia be se kotwena se efiri abrochire ba no ni nyina kopie Jubilee House na emom krata no o kan ekire se special prosecutor pemwa every president Mahama ho ema makrata no kopie Julius Debra or chief justice chief of staff so na emom krata no kire se na nka Jubilee House emwa na omuntumi enkeka nyomansie ni na ontumi kwa atade general no munyina enka mutirim pa ho na omokofa Ken Ofori Atta embra na enso krata yi ekodi Mr. Julius Debra or chief staff for letter yi okashe baby omwamwa letter no share ponase na na yebusa se Jubilee House ya John Mahama ene Julius Debra mo eda no sebio omo ye bibi ajai ama ayeketa hye proya ye nyina yakọ ho ekoto ho aba eyi mom emomdi Ghana so no akoso ana every say krata we de ache na akodi omunsem edie na ama Julius Debra ene president Mahama entumi entu wana mo ye beba ye twa ye ho aba co-bites edutumwa eno aso yase Dr. Obuasi bites ene koko abonike enforce eka ho ye dan ye ho aba ne ma menmo omutetrotrum omabre omkoton kobi Inti from Kaneshi all the way to Bubuashi wa bre wa kontokwa de wenya trotro matena speaker bole ene hye seat na say or download from Santasi to Bantama ye ma me muti rodium o muti trotrum ene de makri boba boom abo say state of the traffic ene o download as wada oboa o tie ni nyire ku echa ana say enim dia course system ni mo yete ha ese de mi bia ene ye ma me mu download inti ye ma me mu no o mu download omu download nkwasi asem wenya ade achia oka bibia chero nti Mahama and okonya de o say asantini o say MPP on pe NDC o tan jeje de na asem si de na muke Mahama ni enti kroma enya si OSP chiro letter de command no so try ni enkoyi Ken Ofori Atta mbra e de ne yehunu Mahama Mahama yo mama so bro yo Mahama de ni Mahama de enim no kasa na nkoma mo hihye de abrɛ mo no ena mbeti o moto inti ufiwa Jack mumienko enim inti ade no ni nyina no. Now let's move forward. Maminkind and he released a statement. Now statement no say or kan enum asem OSP on kan okure ochena bibie no obekam yenti mumiempam no mumiempra na chisa akata ne akacha mumien say OSP nyobi obetuma tena officer. We need to sack this guy, investigate and prosecute him. She akwa we ade bia me be expose na ono obenu medroku no ho. yes. Asami Akuffo, Azafo Guam. Aye. Inter opportunity na kwame sefa kan ne komna dankan waba kwame na dankan omwe Jimmy Bruta aloteje kom nenum kan kweku ba ko so hwe watch ono so betena wa na one thing ai kwame sefa kan ene de nkofo ba the show so no asore de wa hage ob ni show na gu why old horse or dem Ghana wa no George ba ohun be bia ko hwe ye ba na motete wo ya pam mu nyina mo fi system nim anka say no na nka mo de akọ Peace FM kwame sefa kan o telephone so can girls message aba aina kwame na otidan also kwame bibia bo he o hye I bet then weekend easy ye rekobo anomabo menyonku bi kwame ansa wewu ene ma me na okay baby ne ekoi inyo nti weekend easy na anomabo a ne yewo awa nyim bibia bibia eboko kwame na bibia wo so ho ye omo jimi omo wampanifu na kweku otidan kwame na e ben then ya base ne ya aba na Ghana zi munsam zi okay, let's take Kwame so I know bro back we know the room. Let's take our first story. You are still listening to Kroko. My name is Kwame Sefakai, the general chairman general. You're still live on 104.3. Now mo FCC and there what's say OSP now I want to Duncan OSP huni den omudin kan de jandam ne ba ansa na mo be sa no sa sports for ne ba ansa na Kwame mo ba in the sports for the carry jandam no sa akwara ne hu fi bi na ne tirefu na okoware girl bi de jana nansen no dan kweku ye bo omo no mo hihye nkomo no enti obetena wa yeso ejimijimi Kwame we de papa bi na asemi ba da bi onye jimijimi yo jandam enti sports for ne start jandam no enti dan kweku ye bo no ejimijimi obetena ne tirefu ne hu fi bi Kwame and Kwame say we asiro na den na yetete yesi dan kweku ye bo a comedian or ye show yes ye jimijimi ye hu de enye ho adan because obetena studio na oteta no kan kwa 17 ho esre me I don't see anything funny about that guy enti dan kweku ye bo am na start jandam no enti we de ye sports no ye be kora Kwame asem sire bi amati o say o dan de wo so de ho esre o say o Kwame Kwame we de yes special prosecutor say no ma start jandam no enti sports for no omo na ja enam no piece no red meat no to Kwame special prosecutor dey say obi enim so why Jublie na be dey am I from be there enti Kwame say na dan dey na be so okay Kwame we dey so we dey enti why enim say dey si enti let an call home area se dey din o osoro pe okoya na Kwame e dey atoa so cause that time no Kwame na dan kan sere kweku ba ko sere nana komia sere na wa Kwame na dan kan sere Kwame onya grow e dan nyame show Kwame onya grow asema dan iken no mo dia wom na jandam no inti asana dan kan oil slow na OSP we did na chira NDC for 10 papa on tase wa Kwame so let an po ha ma men kan chira won mo de ginam jandam o mesa mu nyina o mo bekumo we maka ka no mo wu o mesa mu ansa no mo wu mo men kan OSP the speech na and the about bonten no wedwa now the speech na the about bonten a 4-page document me kofo minimum mo ja me ka bi cha butie sports for na set agenda no now dey tena ho now press statement na free OSP oba no the first page you know it's basically a preamble now or clarification of the status processes and security protocols in the matter of Kenneth Oforiatta investigations and extradition request into on my background you know what has happened, how the investigations near the identity, there isn't much in there. Now, okay, second page now. This is what is there. Now, second page, OSP Chobi or say, for the records, by the end of May 2025, the OSP had obtained a judicial warrant of arrest of Mr. Oforiatta. The OSP then declared Mr. Oforiatta a fugitive from justice and placed him on the list of wanted persons of the OSP. Now, I say on the 25th of May, and OSP obtained judicial warrant, and omunya warrant say omube to me I then declare Ken Oforiatta a wanted man, and then a man nya sa to me na or the Ken Oforiatta a two so a wanted list so Inti Ken Oforiatta OSP kwaje warrant. Na question to the OSP ni say na onim say one Attorney General collaborator obetumi make enya sa opportunity no to even go to America and bring Ken Ofori-Atta. All along he knew say there was another router he could have used. But in all these cases, no, and as all along, no, one for Attorney General and Dinkomo, when Musa assistance, when she all along, now Musa assistance be for Jubilee House, and so taking all these decisions. Now, when you move forward, it says this. The office has since successfully defended several applications filed by Mr. Ofori-Atta in the Ghanaian court in an attempt to have his name removed from the list of wanted person. I say, oh, Ken Ofori-Atta ye bibia say ye be yin din every wanted list him. Emo no OSP wa court I could defend the adikudientia. I was Ken Ofori-Atta ni din da ho wanted list so. Me busa the attorney the OSP. Time na ujina court e defend we nyina no. Na wonim say ye bibia ye friend no e now when you say will be a friend mutual legal assistance, and can bet me you see Attorney General no and the amana easy. You knew all this. You did not collaborate with the Attorney General. You did not write to the Attorney General. You did all these things. After that, you wrote a letter to the Jubilee House. After all these things, and now wrote a letter at the called Jubilee House. But you knew, said there's something called mutual legal assistance program. You did not take advantage of it. You decided to do this yourself. Now, what kind of letter now or say? In early June 2025, the OSP successfully caused Mr. Ofori-Atta to be placed on the red notice of Interpol. Or say, a junior Chemia and a Otumi Di Juma and the Ofori-Atta eto Interpol a wanted list. Now, simultaneously, the OSP triggered the process for the extradition of Mr. Ofori-Atta through the Chief of Staff at the Presidency on 2nd June 2025. I say, in early June 2025, the OSP successfully caused Mr. Ofori-Atta to be placed on the red notice of Interpol. In the early days of June, on to me, if I can be so, I may the Ken Ofori-Atta at wanted list. Meaning, time or the Ken Ofori-Atta at wanted listeners, no. Now onim how to bring Ken Ofori-Atta back home. Well, on one statement, I make a time or the Ken Ofori-Atta at wanted listeners, no. Now onim how he was going to bring Ken Ofori-Atta back home. But he put Ken Ofori-Atta on the wanted list. After that, or say the same time, and now the Ken Ofori-Atta at the wanted list. So simultaneously, the OSP triggered the process for the extradition of Mr. Ofori-Atta through the Chief of Staff at the Presidency on the 2nd of June 2025. The same time, na ode Ken Ofori-Atta to wanted listeners. The same time, sooner na on Jubilee House edin komo send ye be ya on be den omudi Ken Ofori-Atta into the same time, na ode to listeners. The same time, or throw letter edin komo Jubilee House. But remember, this OSP says there's something called the Mutual Legal Assistance Program, and the central authority is AG. Onim said there's something called Central Mutual Agreement Program. He ignored it and wrote a letter to the Jubilee House. You saw the trap, mature idea. Now moving forward, I'll say this was for the provisional apprehension of Mr. Ofori-Atta in whichever jurisdiction he may be found and located. Also, wait there. Na for say baby a Ken Ofori-Atta will be ano ye betumi ayeden ache no. Enti sa letter na ochro koma Jubilee House no. Na at that time no oni baby mpo a Ken Ofori-Atta wo. But now the letter koma Jubilee House say omo ma ne kwan na onko hwehwe wiase baby a Ken Ofori-Atta wo no onko che no. Akwa we wa bodam. OSP wa bodam. All the letter koma Jubilee House no oni baby a Ken Ofori-Atta mpo wo. But no din carry for Ken Ofori-Atta ato wanted list so. Onim the location, onim the whereabout, onim maybe or what. Into all culture Jubilee House say, omo man kwan na onko wiase afere nyina na onko hwe Ken Ofori-Atta. But he knew that there was something called Mutual Legal Assistance Program where the AG can basically make him on the age na ebetenase. They can locate where Ken Ofori-Atta is in a second. OSP or a crazy or a fast guy. Now, young kind of speech in Queen, and then release here, me much wrong. Or see, the Chief of Staff duly transmitted the OSP's extradition request to the Attorney General on 3rd June 2025. The process goes through the Attorney General because his department is the central authority for such requests under the Mutual Legal Assistance Arrangement. And remember, the Mutual Assistance Arrangement, the OSP as a lawyer, somebody with a law background, he knew it already. But what did he do? He chose to go to the Jubilee House first before engaging the central command, engaging the Attorney General. Why did he choose to go through the Jubilee House? Because Jubilee House is legal matters. It is only the AG who takes care of legal matters. So why did he choose to go to the Jubilee House first? He was setting a trap for the presidency. Because on one side, admit it, say only the Attorney General who can activate or trigger what we call the Mutual Legal Assistance Program. The Jubilee House cannot trigger that. The Jubilee House does not have that power to trigger what we call the Mutual Legal Assistance Program. So why did he write to the Jubilee House? He wanted to politicize the matter. Now, this is what he says. Where OSP in some watch on Kanokre is a liar. I'll say, by a letter dated 13 June 2025, the Attorney General informed the Special Prosecutor of the transmission by the Chief of Staff of the OSP's extradition request. I'll say on the 13th of June, and the Attorney General actual letter Bekachen, the Chief of Staff say, letter be Bekansa, now also a manatisen in Saka. Now, by a letter, in the 13th June 2025 letter, the Attorney General requested for 2 officers of the OSP to be included in a prosecution team. The Attorney General also requested for a copy of the letter, or the docket, sorry. Or see, by a letter dated 13 June 2025, the Attorney General informed the Special Prosecutor of the transmission by the Chief of Staff of the OSP's extradition request. In the 13 June 2025 letter, the Attorney General requested for 2 officers of the OSP to be included in a prosecution team. The Attorney General also requested for a copy of the docket. So he has confirmed. Sir, on the 13th of June, Attorney General said, give me 2 investigators. The docket in its current form, the investigations in its current form, hand it over to me, plus your investigators. The Attorney General didn't want to sound like he was taking over the investigations. The Attorney General was telling him, let us collaborate. OSP or Akuffo. Now, by a letter dated 20th June 2025, the Special Prosecutor responded to the Attorney General by providing the name and contact details of its 2 nominees. In respect of the request for a copy of the docket, the Special Prosecutor informed the Attorney General that OSP was in the process of boarding up the various dockets on the subject, which work had been which word had been number 3. Okay. Number 3. Oh, besides, I needed the final 3. It's the OSP. Actually, say, Attorney General show letter bread no. And no, I respond the Attorney General say, nipa mienu na or request no, or the dino ebema no. Na osi emum eba docket ne die. The all can say, in respect of the request for a copy of the docket, the Special Prosecutor informed the Attorney General that OSP was in the process of boarding up the various dockets on the subject. Also, se eba a year docket ne dia, okachi Attorney General say, na in the process no, omu yeden, omu gadani nyina, shise, kikesi ni. Besides, you have that for me. Okay. I don't know why I didn't see that. That was the 3rd one. Number 3, right? Okay, let me just use this one. Yeah, inti osi. Nominees ne dia otudi ma attorney general na eba docket ne dia. Docket no na ma attorney general ti ase se. Afe na omo kikensi eni, omo boaboa no, omo mana make sense, omo kika eni ne si eni na ehwene ne si ehwene. Ano na sha no ma make sense ma enu agina ne na so. But attorney general any OSP can say in its current form. And written or say for two investigators they can explain how far they have gone with the investigation. Now, OSP could not provide the document or the letter saying to us or clearly stating say yet document na sebio docket no onye he could not provide a letter till date. Now, so read number 2. So read the continuation. Now, this is what it says. This is a continuation. Extended following a search and seizure of documents and computer servers carried out by the OSP and National Security at 2 offices Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited on 10 June 2025. In September 2025, the Attorney General followed up with its request. Beyond the official written communication, there have been progressive discussion involving the Attorney General and the Special Prosecutor on one hand, and the Special Prosecutor and the Deputy Attorney General on another hand, in respect of the course of the extradition process. Or bois, or see, time na Attorney General ebusa for docket ne die. Na omo ye investigations bi, na operations bi koso, na omo custom offices bi akoyi computers bi, hard drives bi ni ade into docket ne die wontu afama OSP. Now, along the way, no, on Attorney General Mudinsa was so. In fact, omone ayeni edi different in komo, and omone Deputy Attorney General did different in komo. Obwa. If the OSP had written to the Attorney General's office and stated emphatically that he cannot give them the docket and come publish it, he would have published that document. But because he's lying, because he wants to set the Attorney General and his deputy or person come with Munti or see oh na ye ni Attorney General no e kasa and yesa ne deputy no so e kasa fufuro inti or person just there's this miscommunication inti the Attorney General and his deputy no they are not telling each other the truth. OSP is a liar. OSP or chatro or a liar. The OSP should publish letters or catch Attorney General and say he cannot provide a docket. He is lying. He did not write to the Attorney General. Now, right now, he's making some statements. Say, oh, now omuni deputy didn't come and omuni Attorney General kasa didn't come into omumi you know a different in common and not on your moody. How can you speak like this as a lawyer? How can this guy go to court and prosecute anybody? Now, and the boy now Okasama OSP Sameda Akono. The extradition request, what is what kind of joy news? Or say a political issue. It is political. Or say NDC for a person they can offer taba. Na enya no OSP no one person can offer. Sameda Akono or customer OSP officer and they will joy or say the extradition of Kenofuriata no a political. Phew. Nipana or no say he has to or they can Kenofuriata to Interpol red alert their list no or no catcher say extraditing Kenofuriata to Ghana no a political issue. The OSP, the office, no, and the Samida Akwansmo catch or joy news, no. Now, when you read his own statement, maybe the watcher and make kind edujo mamau, may no be any problem. Now, when you move on to the 3rd paragraph, this is what it says. The OSP firmly places it on record that the extradition process was triggered by the OSP based on the outcome of OSP investigations into the tenure of Mr. Ofori as finance minister. The OSP is not frustrating and will not frustrate its own extradition requests. Therefore, there is absolutely no reason for the Attorney General's department to feel frustrated. If that is the case, in respect of a matter it is not involved in substantively in respect of the investigations and prosecution of the suspected person, since OSP investigations and prosecutions are independent of any other authority. Now, the all Kenyan say, on no OSP there, on a static extradition process, no. Now, Obasagana of what I say, oh no, and ya idea obetwintwan obia nemu say meme emfa Kenofori Atamba, but o magana of what I say. Attorney General office no any right to be as on mebusa ne say on for docket to be mbra. If you say office be independent, you see? Right now he's claiming independence. Right now, he wants to say he does not work under the Attorney General's office, but the OSP's office is under the Attorney General's office. You see the arrogance in his statement. Right now, our catcher say, or no OSP, no, or you're independent, and Attorney General cannot respectfully request for a docket. Inti or my say, I don't know kind of brofono. Or my say, or no OSP, no deno. And ya dia or the document to be able Attorney General. If you say on any office, no, or who say an independent office from the Attorney General's office. Now, Kwasia. Who himself office near independent office from the Attorney General office? Why did you write a letter to the Jubilee House? Why did you write a letter to the Jubilee House? And when the Jubilee House forwarded the letter to the Attorney General, why didn't you tell the Attorney General that your office is independent and that you are not going to respond to the Attorney General? You are a foolish man. Wait, Jimmy. You see the Oka. You see, claiming independence. He wants it. He's telling us to say, so read the last part of his statement, or say, the OSP is not frustrating and will not frustrate its own extradition request. Therefore, there is absolutely no reason for the Attorney General's Department to feel frustrated. If that is the case, in respect of a matter it is not involved in substantively in respect of the investigations and prosecution of suspected persons, since OSP's investigations and prosecutions are independent of any other authority. Or just say, Attorney General no, to me, say, obe request for a docket. And then what trying to bring for her, where Jimmy I want to say. In summary, he's telling you he's independent. He does not answer to any authority. Kwasia, you are independent. You don't answer to any authority. The Attorney General's office is under the office of the OSP's office is under the office of the Attorney General. So when the OSP demands even for a document or a docket, you have to release it. Kisieja being onye correcto. Kisieja Bay is protecting Kenoforiata. He is the one blocking the extradition of Kenoforiata. It's Kisieja Bay. Afe mati asiye. It is our bro for no chro no hono. And then person me mamu church na PZ to 40 asiye. And the special prosecutor catch say or not the ordeno ho. The office near independent. It is Attorney General frustrated. Or you ready say or near Attorney General be you may be a boom because or no or you're independent or den on show biasi OSP. He wrote it in English. Ye jiminti ni padodo no enim any media no do jiminti they cannot break it down for our people to understand. Into OSP catch Ghana for say indirectly I have the docket, I'm not going to release it and nobody can force me to release it. Now, look at the last paragraph. This is what it says. Then again, upon the communication to the Attorney General that the investigation had been extended since 10 June 2025, owing to the haul of more evidence at SML, reasonable patience is required for the detailed examination and analysis of the newly discovered evidence. The OSP does not sacrifice excellence and professional investigations on perceived frustration over a response. Or C. Or person Attorney General say, or no OSP no. Wakwa investigations be or SML for a company ho aji computers hard drives be. Or person catch Attorney General say. Some investigations the whole cost. Now on this be or ye the Juma say or ye Juma man what say. Inti anya Attorney General pressure or the bema no and the bema or no a release docket to be ama Attorney General. Inti Attorney General and was say when you about say na all your investigations. And when you jemu no ote bro for chama be chichiri mjemi. Inti OSP catch say Attorney General frustrated Ghana for frustrated and fan ho ono de or some ase. The reason why inti one for docket na kuma OSP then say oh no I investigations be a koso. Oko SML for no company ho or your laptop ni computers be or ye hu adwuma into onye hu adwuma wie obi antumi force no eno na watchro no ha no e bia mo amokoye English no e o school ma anya comprehension ye comprehension na midwuma ma wo no They said the OSP has deleted his reply to the guy on Twitter. That reply, now, boy, he has deleted it. Oh, but damn. Oh, sorry. So, OSP, the third page in here. Oh, sorry. This is the third page of OSP, right? The OSP emphasizes. Okay. The third page, say. Oh. The OSP emphasizes that the extradition process is a multi-agency procedure involving several sequential steps and statutory actors. See a betam can of fria bruche and a baby will be abagana no. Steps bebre in so bebre wo akwa we ask about them or try there on one kasa chire ho. Oh, so you know that to bring somebody to Ghana, no, the steps are complicated. Why are you refusing to work with Attorney General, who is the final defender, the final authority to make sure, say, we can bring Kenofuriata from abroad? He's a madman. And I'll say, these include investigations and evidence compilation by the OSP, issuance of an arrest warrant by a competent court, preparation of extradition documentation by the OSP, transmission of the package to the Attorney General as the central authority, legal authentication and certification by the Attorney General, diplomatic transmission to the foreign government in question, and response and determination by the foreign jurisdiction in accordance with treaty obligations. Oh, boy, Attorney General can use 1 day to do it. When you read what we call Addo no ankasa ka kire say your friend mutual legal assistance program, no, the Attorney General can sit on his ass. The Attorney General will get what we call diplomatic transmission. The Attorney General can get extradition documentation. The Attorney General can get what we call the central authority document, legal authentication and certification by Attorney General, diplomatic transmission to the foreign government in question, a response and determination by foreign jurisdiction in accordance with treaty. The Attorney General can get what we call investigations, the evidence, compilation. The Attorney General can get all this and make sure the extradition happens. He's writing all these things to complicate the matter. For you to think, say, the steps are tedious. It is not tedious. What he is doing is that he is confusing you. He's making the work look complicated, whilst it's not a complicated work. When he decides to work with Attorney General, this is a 1 week thing. But you know what? The OSP emphasizes that the extradition process is a multi-agency procedure involving several sequential steps and statutory actors. Right. These include investigation and evidence compilation by the OSP. It is simple. Give us the Attorney General say, come with the evidence, come with the docket. That is one. When you have it in front of the Attorney General, that is one step. 2, issuance of an arrest warrant by a competent court. The Attorney General can go to a court and get warrant for Kenofuriata's arrest. 3, preparation of extradition documentations by the OSP. What is preparation of extradition documentation? What does it mean? Because the steps you are talking about is part of the preparation. So what is preparation of documentation by the OSP? What is preparation of extradition documentation by OSP? What does it mean? Because when you go to court to get a warrant, it's part of the preparation of extradition document. When at the end of the day, when you get the evidence and the docket, it's part of the preparation. It's part of the documentation. So when you say preparation of extradition documents by OSP, you have said nothing. You are a liar. You see, this guy is a liar. He hides behind words and will try Ghana for trouble. What you just said, preparation of extradition documentation by OSP. It is nothing. It is not. It represents nothing. Now he goes on to say this. Transmission of the package to the Attorney General as the central authority, the docket, the investigation report, and court warrant. How long does it take for you to email that to the Attorney General? Now, do we have to walk and put it on a track and push the track from the office to the Attorney General's office? The OSP is a liar. Oh, Sadio, watch on it. You can use 24 hours to get everything here. But you see the way he's making it to look. Transmission transmission of the package to the Attorney General at the Central Authority. Transmission what package? Transmission of what package? Transmission, what do you mean? Is it email? Momo? Are you going to put it in the car? What is this when you break it down, he said nothing in this paragraph. Now he goes on to say this. Legal authentication and certification by the Attorney General. When you send the document to the Attorney General will look through and make sure everything is authentic. So what's the big deal about this? You don't need 10 hours to do that. Now, this guy is making it look like the steps, you need some multi-complex agencies to come together and everybody will meet at the Attorney General's office in 20, 50 people to look this document. Oh, he's lying. The man is lying. Now, I'll say, legal authentication and certification by the Attorney General, diplomatic transmission to the foreign government in question. What is diplomatic transmission? What is diplomatic? What is it? Diplomatic transmission to the foreign government in question. If you get this thing ready and you want to send it to the FBI, the Attorney General in Ghana can talk to the FBI through emails. Do you have to put the docket in a file and give it to DHL? This is simple. We are in a technology world. So why are you making it look like America? The FBI, the Attorney General in the United States of America, they can collaborate with the Attorney General in Ghana. What is this? Why are you making this thing look like you super golden brains to make this work? See, he has not investigated Kenofurata. I'm telling you, he's now writing an investigative report. I'm telling you. And then agreeing on Bibia. The guy is shielding Kenofurata. Now, according to say, diplomatic transmission to the foreign jurisdiction in accordance with treaty obligations. It all falls under what we call, under preparation of extradition documentation by the OSP. Finished. It all falls under the preparation of extradition documentation by the OSP. When we say preparation of extradition document by the OSP, everything here falls under it. It's finished. He's playing with words. He's a foolish man. Or whom say Jimmy. Now, these processes are ongoing effectively, and in the reckoning of the OSP, it is not at loggerheads or in disputes whatsoever with the Attorney General's department. And the OSP is confident that the OSP is confident that should be the position of the Attorney General's department. Indeed, there is no hint whatsoever of institutional cooperation breakdown between the two authorities. Now, the two offices are distinct by design but remain complementary arms of justice under Ghana's constitutional architecture. Differences in function do not imply conflict. They ensure accountability through procedural checks and balance. The OSP will continue to cooperate fully with the Attorney General's department to ensure that the matter proceeds lawfully and efficiently. The investigation remains very active and extradition processes are underway. The OSP is very much sensitive to the immense public interest attached to the matter involving Mr. Ofori. The Special Prosecutor will brief the public in respect of conclusion investigations and their outcome before the end of October 2025. Mr. It's fine. Let's leave that part. It's okay. That part is okay. Now, what I'm hearing right now is the OSP has deleted this tweet. The Special Prosecutor, he has deleted his old tweet. The tweet where he said, OSP has done everything it has to do on this case. It is now the turn of Attorney General and the United States. We call something Mutual Legal Assistance Program, and the central authority is AG. If you need a person or something from another country, in this case, a person, you request extradition through the central authority to the nation where the suspect is in. The AG will work with that country, and when they finally agree to extradite the person, the OSP will be invited to US to work together with their law enforcement to bring the suspect back. So the statement and the speech the OSP published today, everything in it is bullshit, because he has basically told us all that needs to be done is for him to hand over the docket to the Attorney General, the investigations to the Attorney General, add his investigators. The Attorney General will take over from there. The only thing he has to be waiting for is for the U.S. authorities to notify the Attorney General to tell the OSP to come and pick Ken Ofori-Atta up. His job is to hand over the docket to Attorney General. Attorney General needs to process the document, and when the U.S. authorities give the green light through the Attorney General, the OSP will be given the green light to go to the state, work with the agencies here to pick the suspect up. Kisia Jabin is a liar. Besides, check. I heard he has deleted this post. The OSP is a liar. The OSP is playing games with you people. He does not respect you Ghanaians. In conclusion, Afewati Asie, the OSP on Kanokre, he's a terrible liar. And from what I have explained to you today, also Ghana Nibia Tiasie say, Nipa or protected Ken Ofori-Atta Yefane ba Ghana e kisie jaben on these people. On this uncle for me in some way. On this uncle for me anyway. These people are dangerous people for Ghana. These three people. Akurugu, Same Dako, and kisie jaben. Same Dako is being paid illegally. Nejumana oyeno enim kratem. Like Same Dako guy now, or say on air communications, my OSP officer. This guy needs to be prosecuted. He needs to be jailed. He is taking illegal salary. We will petition the president. We will petition the Attorney General. Same Dako, Sa Sikana Yetuyamano, no, the OSP, the act, it does not cover his office. So, Ochina, we should not allow in Konfona Mbechi Omokase Omumbe defendi Omono to win. We need to help Ghana. We need to make sure we put the pressure for this guy or these guys to be kicked out of that office. See, Ebewu Ken Ofori-Atta or Ghana Abegina court. I'm yet to me a jeli Ken Ofori-Atta. Actually, Kisie Jaben is sacked. So when you Kisie Jaben free ho, say to me amber together to fight as a people to make sure the office of the special prosecutor, the Kisie Jaben guy, is sacked, including Akurugu and Same Dako. Ken Ofori-Atta will never come together. Let me tell you. So much MPP for Guma, it is Ken Ofori-Atta. When you get Ken Ofori-Atta, everything will calm down. So when you Ken Ofori-Atta, the NPP, the Akuffo cartel, the Gabi Ochirako Bounty cartel, it will crumble. It will crumble easily. Bibiabe crumble easily. It will come down easily. Ken Ofori-Atta is the knot that is holding the crime together. And Nitina, Akuffo will die to prevent Ken Ofori-Atta from coming to Ghana. Gabi Ochirako will die to prevent Ken Ofori-Atta from coming to Ghana. They have the money to pay. Whoever is trying to bring Ken, Gabi Mo, they have the money to pay. And remember, so why do you say Ken Ofori-Atta will come to Ghana and go down easily? Then you are being foolish. Mamika Ibincho, they have money to stay in court for 10 years. So we need to be ready. Ken Ofori-Atta, they have money. The guy is flying with private jets around the world. He's not a small ego. Don't expect Ken Ofori-Atta to come to Ghana tomorrow and 2 days' time you jail him. Remember, they have money. And when you have money, you can stay in court for how long you want. He can delay the case, but it is up to us. We need to be resolute. the more we keep NDC in power, the probability of us bringing these people down. The moment we take our eye off the ball and say, hey, when you see MPP, we are done. So it take here 5 years to put Ken Ofori in jail, because when we get Ken, we will get everybody. So Ken, when we hold the balls of Ken, Akuffo will come down, Gabi will come down, Bamtu will come down, Bawumia himself will come down. I'm telling you, Obia will come down. That is why all of them, almost presidential aspirant, what is Obia Ken Ofori Ata say, me per se abanwe, ye per se kukata shenti, abanwe kofa Ken Ofori, what is Obia Kebi? All of them, their crime hangs on Ken Ofori Ata's balls. Ken Ofori Ata's balls, and then a magnet in him. Crime ni na magnet ne twene the balls in the show. Ken Ofori Ata the show na magnet no. Make nobody lie to you. Say Ken Ofori Ata ba Ghana 2 days time, 3 months time, you can jail him. Hey, we have to be mentally prepared, because all these criminals will back Ken Ofori Ata. In fact, there are judges in Ghana who will try and protect Ken Ofori Ata. We need to be ready. And whoever is going to stand in for us as the Attorney General, we are not going to mince words. They need to be resolute and ready. Because, you see, we can only save Ghana by making sure that Ken Ofori Ata, Ken Ofori Ata, give to Awari. NSS boss, what was he called, Mafa? We are appointees. An appointee can take over 500 million. Give to Awari can take over 40 million. Ken Ofori Ata, how much is he supposed to take? Think about it. Me say, Kisia Jabin has deleted this post, this tweet. He has deleted it. He has deleted it. One more delete it for internet. So hey, Anaju ya will delete it. Kisia Jabin, mema one na. He has deleted this tweet. It is gone. You can't find it. Special Prosecutor, he has deleted this tweet. It is gone. Me say, the Mutual Legal Assistance Program. Give to our or your appointee keke. Onya over 40 million. NSS boss no. Onya over 500 million. Eduboy, omunya your appointee so. We are talking about the fish. The denchem nankasa. Mampam no. Ose mampam de benya saying. Ose Gabi benya saying. Ose Bawumia benya saying. Ose me say what is say MPP for Nante Ghana campaign. Brian Chap, what is we be an akase Monfa Ken Ofori Ata mbra. Ono Brian Chap on, or Brian Chap on am holo. Brian Chap on abono. Ono ankasa mumusa say Ken Ofori Ata ba can he survive? Bawumia Ken Ofori Ata ba can he survive? Kennedy Kennedy can he, they all can't survive. Omu will go down. Everybody will go down. Omu yem anka kan elmba bium. I'm telling you. Omuba campaign amumu say what's your take on Ken Ofori Ata? Do you think he needs to be brought home to stand trial? But yes, Mombeka. Omeka say, you know, this is all political and witch hunting. Obiasro. Because Omokron Omoboy na kuta Ken Elbosh Eshe Ken Shwom. Ken Ofori Ata's balls, the shwa na ye magnet no, acheche ni nyina pepa. Into an shwa esono de nam, acheche crime ni nyina corruption no, acheche gu no shwom. Ono wenya echo political echo ene shada say.
Okay, abusuya wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway ne so. Eye OSP kisi ejaben eye ni fake letter any documenta or the kokoma empayinfo ewo Jubilee House a say letter no na enye legit edifa eye OSP edifa Ken Ofori Ata ne extradition one nanka or they sexy eye Jubilee House for trap nanka or the biggest scandal according to Kevin Taylor no excess oshe NDC in paying for more Jubilee House on so ajeni nimdia nimti no etumi ehu say OSP ne letter fake no eno ene yede ho nsem e de brem no unsubscribe ya subscribe like na share ma afofron so ensa into me enka bia ha Ghana Politics Avenues, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so na be ya any update be ebe drop bia no wonso wonsa ebe to me akabi medamase.